Hey everybody, welcome to BK Forex Daily Technicals for 8/6/13. Dollar breaking down. As always, trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. I ask you to read this disclaimer very carefully to understand all that is associated with trading margin. Seek advice from a financial advisor if you have any doubts. Well, story today is that we do have the dollar breaking down a little bit here, not necessarily against the euro, where it's just kind of sitting in this very, very tight range. The euro story has just been unbelievable at the amount of tightness and volatility that we've had. It's basically 32, 33 for the last week and a half. And of course, one of the more interesting things about the technical aspect of it is that if we break the range on one end or the other, it's probably going to give us some sort of a directional move for a longer term breakout. In other words, I think if we can take out 33.50 to the upside, we have a run to make 34, maybe even 35 on the, or if we break down to below 32s, there's a strong possibility we can come back and retest the 31s, perhaps even 30.50s, as a lot of this rally gets unwound going forward. So either way, this volatility is going to end. The question is just in which direction. As to dollar yen, we're definitely moving to the downside and testing the 98 level with early Tokyo trade, as we can see. This 98 is a pretty big, strong support. And really, this 97.50, 98 that is the key support level here that's trading out. That's why it's very, very important to watch these two levels here to see how well they hold. If yen can hold over here, it may provide a shelf of support here and give us a little bit of a reprieve for a run towards 99. If we start giving over here at 98, 97.50, the next level for the yen in terms of support is really all the way out to 96. And I would suggest a much steeper dollar unwind on dollar yen than most people anticipate. So that's kind of an interesting trade here, both to the downside in dollar yen and potentially to the upside in euro dollar. The euro dollar is just still a range bound trade, whereas the pound dollar is a much stronger potential upside trade. Yes, 54 is still very, very stiff resistance, but this two strong moves to the upside really suggests we have potential to really rally through the 54 level. And once we can take that out, that opens up a run all the way out to 57. So cable looks much healthier than euro does, and it really turns around. By the way, if you look at this on the crosses, where's my euro pound? Look at the strength in cable versus euro in terms of the turnaround from the 88 level. We've come back almost 200 points in a matter of 3 days. Now coming back to the sort of intermediate support of 86, 86.50. But if cable picks up even more steam, 86 is definitely in view as we go forward. It's been a tremendous amount of realignment between the strength in the cable and the weakness in the euro over the last several days. Very much worth noting. And last but not least is going to be the Aussie trade. Aussie trade, of course, today very dependent on the RBA rate announcement. Market, I think, certainly would not be surprised by a rate cut, although no rate cut is expected just yet. There's been a lot of pricing into the rate cut, so I don't think they'd be surprised and shocked by the rate cut. But what it will be surprised to the positive side, if there is no rate cut and no really dovish sentiment out of RBA, that could give us a potential to run all the way to 90 on the upside. So very much worth watching on the Aussie as the rest of the trade shapes up. That's how the day shapes up into the second day of trade on this very relatively quiet week in August. Definitely worth watching some of the key levels. Aussie, of course, with the RBA is the main event risk of the night. But dollar yen circling around this 98 level, also very much worth watching. Certainly testing it early in Tokyo and seeing if it can hold support here. Very much worth watching as we proceed. Wishing you the best of luck, the best of trading. This is Boris Schlossberg for BK Forex. Over and out.